What is up, people? How you guys doing? I am Nick Diaz, and I'm joined by Alan Shakazine. What is up? It's the movie review extravaganza. Dude, I tell you, it's nice to start the show at a reasonably regular time today, dude.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's not like 11 o'clock, and I have to think about work. Also, show your ex the thingy. I can't see it.
Oh, yeah, sweet. Thank you for letting me know, sir.
Anytime.
But yeah. No, guys, but we're here. Yeah, dude. Normally we'd have like a lot of like stuff to review and everything, and maybe when I get a chance or when I leave, whatever, we could do like a short recap of Kenobi if you want to. But for the most part,
love to.
I'm just chilling here because like, dude, like there's a lot of topics that we have not brought up or talked about. I want to wait till Ganja and like Jett get in here and stuff. But really, this is just a very, very chill, casual stream today. We're not going to do a whole lot. Like, dude, yesterday, the amount of
We spent an hour and a half talking about the boys, and honestly, we missed like so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's like with that show, dude. It's almost like I can't touch on literally everything. That shit's impossible, dude. That show is so fucking insane. But it's a good thing to an extent. I will say, like, the fact that they're able to put so much into that show, whatever. Bravo to them for having the balls to include everything. I just think that an hour long for an episode is kind of ridiculous. Space Cowboy, what's up, dude? How you doing,
what's up, buddy?
Man?
I really appreciate it because I've been saying this for fucking years. I've been saying this since the Arrowverse. Oh
Thank
shit!
You so much.
Thank you for subscribing. I've been saying this for years. I like long form media. Take your time. Put me in your universe. Keep me there, and just for as long as you want. And this show's incredibly dense because they actually give a shit. They're like, look, we're doing superhero stuff, and other people just fucking not give a shit and give you just shitty fucking stories. Like, no, we're gonna give you real fucking storytelling with real world consequences in this weird fucked up world we created. And it's like, you know enough of the rules, enough of how the world works, and enough of how these characters are. So let's play around with it. Let's fuck around. Let's basically kind of push you to your edge, and let's just kind of see what kind of stories we can tell. And they're doing a pretty good fucking job.
Yeah, dude. But anyways, I might set up a watch together in a minute, whatever. But like, I want to talk to people about a couple of things. Firstly, Space Cowboys, I feel better, Nick. I don't know if that's a question or you telling me to feel better, but I appreciate either one. I
probably
do feel
both.
A bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do feel a little bit better, and I do appreciate you even telling me to feel better. I've tried my best, man. I got like some cough drops over here, but I've been told to not really, stop the coughing. To keep it going so I can excrete it out or whatever. Which that's an overall rule that I've had since I was a kid. Which I mean, I don't know what you're about to say. But
it's to agree in that sense, but it's like people say, "Oh, cough to get out of your system." Not really. That's not really how it works. It's mostly just that if you're trying to stifle the cough, it's just gonna put stress on your body, and that's just gonna really it's good to cause more harm. It's like holding in your piss, like. Yeah, you can hold it in, but it's going to cause a lot if you just, let it go.
Okay, so that's what I thought because you talked pretty fast before I was done the sense. Did you think that I was referring to like that the coughing itself is like helping? Because that's not what I'm saying.
No, there are people. No, people have said that. People do say that. People said that to me. I'm like, no, that's not how that fucking works.
Okay, but still, I think that when people say they're really what they're trying to say is that you need to like spit out that gooey shit like in your throat, like the loogies.
Oh, the phlegm? The phlegm, that's a natural part of anytime you swallow, phlegm's going down. That is a natural kind of part of it, but it's just again, it's mostly just so you're not kind of straining your fucking body trying to hold back a cough. It's like trying to stop a sneeze.
Yeah, so strange. Your body's gonna do it. Like when I had a cold or a flu or whatever, like I would cough up until it like have phlegm, and then like when I would spit that loogie and all that bullshit out, I would feel better pretty much instantly, like when I was a kid doing that. Now I don't know if it's a mental thing. I don't know if there's some actual scientific proof as to why like that's the case. But I've had doctors tell me that. But then I've also just done that myself, and I've been doing that now because I took Mucinex. Mucinex is making me cough even more because it's loosening and kind of like I don't know, like just doing a couple things to the mucus. So I've been spitting that out, which is cool. But I was like, why is it taking so long for me to even get to this point? Well, it's because I'm keeping myself from coughing with this shit, with these fucking lozenges. So for the show, I'll take these because I don't want to like ruin the show by coughing into the mic. That's just fucking awful. But like outside the show, I've been staying away from these. I've been really, really trying my best to be like, no, don't you take these fucking things. So.
Like I said, there's so many different ways to fucking quote unquote get better. There's no fast track to it, but it's like to me, it's like just taking cough syrup and even like whatever just to help soothe your fucking throat because you're gonna cough. Like even Ryan in the chat said, everyone coughs up phlegm even if they aren't sick. That's a natural defense mechanism. Yeah. Your phlegm is to catch bacteria and it captures it in the goo and then you swallow it. It goes to your stomach and destroys it.
Yeah, it was Senpai with the. I like that little thing. But anyways, Iro, how you doing, man? You been playing some video games lately? I keep forgetting like his names and shit. Or no, I'm thinking of Ingenuity, but he changed his name recently. Sorry, I got you confused with somebody else. But yeah, like there's a couple people that like would join the show when I was doing like post shows right after DT gameplay with Chris Herman, and I haven't been
Uh,
doing that lately. And I'm like, man, there's a lot of guys that like wanted to play some games with me, and I just fucking completely forgot. But what you been playing lately, Alan? I know you've been playing some games lately,
uh,
right?
I have to, since work has been caught up, I haven't had a chance to play much, but I did recently, like maybe like last week. I actually beat Horizon Forbidden West,
By the way, it's hard to say
PS5.
to remember to say that, right?
I keep saying wanting to say Horizon Zero Dawn because I love the first game so much, but I ended up playing and beating Forbidden West, and it's my favorite game of the year. It's the best game that's come out this fucking year. I don't care what's coming out this fucking year. It doesn't to me. It doesn't matter. There's a bunch of shit I'm anticipating this fucking year, Saints Row, and a bunch of stuff coming out in August. But like to me, this is the best game of the year because it manages to basically take Horizon Zero Dawn and dial everything to 11. The combat's a lot better. The story's a lot better visually. It's the best looking game that come out in like the last couple of years, and just the progression and how much emphasis they put on the story. And this is basically kind of like they looked at Monster Hunter and go, we can do that, where you're walking around the environment and there's like 30, 40-foot monsters that are just there. You fight them. It takes like 15 minutes to fight them. And it's a situation where no matter how many, the game gives you a lot of weapons and a lot of power-ups and a lot of XP, but it never makes you feel overpowered or like it's too much. It's always like the right level of difficulty to get through the situation. Where the first time I fought like this giant fucking dragon thing, it was just randomly on a side quest. It wasn't even part of the story. I just was some dude's like, hey, you want to take this thing out? I'm like, the fuck are you on? That thing's like 4 times the size of us. But yeah, you just fight it, and it's like 30 minutes. It's almost like 20, 30 minutes you're fighting these giant monsters. And it definitely like it emphasizes a lot of what the first game wanted to do. And even with the story, because there's sometimes you're talking to people like 15, 20 minutes. There's different dialogue options. You're learning about the world and shit. And it's like, yeah, they put a lot of effort into every aspect of this fucking game. And I hope they get a sequel. I can't fucking wait to see another one.
Yeah, dude, I really hope they do too. And I just took a cough drop, so hopefully I'll stop with that coughing, guys. But yeah, this looks amazing though. Still, like I've seen plenty of gameplay with this and everything too, like the announcement trailers and all that stuff. But like looking at this now, like it still looks amazing. Like I'm surprised I still give a shit about how great it looks.
Oh yeah, when you're in the game and it's like the right amount of sun and it's like the character just sits there, you're like, okay, this is good. This looks incredible. The only I don't want to say necessarily negative, I guess more of a nitpick, when there's cutscenes with characters, it looks like they're like a green screen behind them.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's just kind of like like you can see the actors in the mocap and everything going on, but it looks like they're just green screening like what's going on. So it doesn't really mesh in. But I got used to it after a while. But the first thing I noticed, I'm like, wow, it looks like they're just talking behind a green screen.
Yeah, dude. So I gotta bring up a couple things.
What's up?
This is actually cause let me see, cause I have some topics here, and my mouse is fucking everything up to the point where like I'm losing a lot of this, but. I gotta bring up something that kind of connects to video games as well as like has a nice little segue into movies. Firstly, I kind of wanted this back in the day. I don't know why I wanted this, and like, granted, there's no particular reason as to why I should expect anything that's gonna be like interesting from this particular concept. But, big Gran Turismo fan here. I don't know if you heard about this, but Neil Blomkamp.
Bro, yeah, okay. I heard they're making a movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, whatever, sure. They're making a movie. Yeah, whatever. Cars, broom fast, whatever the fuck. Neil Blomkamp?
Neil Blomkamp. Well,
is this set in South Africa? Like, is there AI cars?
Look, he doesn't even look excited about getting the opportunity to do this. He's just like,
he's just like, no, he's like, well, I don't know why the fuck I'm here. They just call, like, legitimately, this man has made 3 fucking movies in his career, all of which are set in South Africa and have AI robots as like part of the plot. So I'm like, to me, that blew my mind. It's like saying fucking Ridley Scott is directing Minecraft. Like, what?
Well, it's also like, it's just one of those things like Gran Turismo was like, oh, we're gonna get like a Burnout movie next. I think Burnout might actually make more sense than here.
Bro, Burnout movie would be fucking dope, man.
Yeah, but especially with like Michael Bay or something. But like, Jett, are you hyped for the Gran Turismo movie? Come on, Jett.
Neil Blomkamp.
Yeah, with Neil Blomkamp directing. Come on, Jett. Let's do this, Gran Turismo.
Actually, yeah. I actually like Gran Turismo.
Do you do for real?
No.
Dude, really? Really?
Honestly, like,
I can't believe you fell for that.
I really, like, honestly, the amount of stupidity I must have to think that she can, like, not cheat on me and me not know. Like, I just believe anything. Like, no, that wasn't a penis. It was like, it was like a tool.
He's just a friend.
Yeah. He was just helping me with my bags.
Bro, when she fucking said that, I was like, oh, she's fucking... I saw your face. I was like, oh no, he fell for it.
God damn. Well, no, because sometimes she's into shit that I'm like, the fuck? Like,
dude, cars, though? Come on.
No, well, because like, it's like an RPG. I always say this, but Gran Turismo is so fucking good, man. Like, even the first one had so much shit going for it. And
to me, Gran Turismo and Forza are just competing for who can jack off car physics and world physics the most. So to me, it's like,
just jacking off fucking
they're just
cars,
jacking
dude.
each other off. No, dude, you could literally just take. Honestly, I'm gonna do this if I ever have fucking time. Just take the Gran Turismo, fucking the way they jack off the car physics and whatever. Take the audio, put in the Gran Turismo, see if anyone can tell the fucking difference. They sell the games the exact same fucking way. I don't know if they're necessarily competing because they're on exclusive platforms, but it's just they're going for almost the exact same fucking thing. But an idea of doing whatever you could easily do. I mean, Top Gun exists. You know, all that is just a bunch of people, just a montage of plane scenes and a lot of character moments. You can do that gantry as well. Just get a basically Formula One TV show. You have a bunch of yeah. It's not like there's characters to Gran Turismo. It's whatever the cars are.
But that's what it'd be good as a show or like as a concept or something online. But like as a movie, especially with Neil Blomkamp, like for one, you guys are spending so much money if you're buying him because.
No, the fuck
like
you ain't.
But no, because you disagree, and I'm gonna go and say my version because everyone knows you hate him because you're weird. But like the dude, whether or not like we agree with the quality of his shit, he has a mind that like he likes to make things a little like intricate and like kind of weird, and like he doesn't ever do like surface level like simple. He has to go kind of odd. Why the fuck would you pay him to do something as simple as just cars race? Like get a fucking like I don't know like a guy who like films racing shows like what you said like a Formula One thing. Like why the fuck would you get this dude who would want to make some crazy story? If you add craziness to Gran Turismo and you make like a car that can like fly or some dumb shit, I'm gonna be fucking so furious. Like you know what I mean? Like
it's most likely what they want to do is again. I brought up Top Gun for a specific reason. If you think about it, it's the overemphasis of militarization. It's the emphasis on American supremacy. You can look into the background, or not background, look underneath the subtext of Top Gun, or you just watch Top Gun and say, "Hey, this is Rocky with fucking what you call it, fight with airplanes and shit and jets and shit." Like there are multiple ways to view it, and it's like if they, I don't know, Sony's up there, Sony's fucking nuts.
Wait, I think I just heard Jett go, like it's just this with Jets in it, and Jett's like, yeah. Bunch of us.
But you end up, watching it. It's like, yeah, they could easily just do a situation. It's like, oh, it's Formula One, but turns out it's actually about the. Oh yeah, I just realized, holy shit. Neil Blomkamp, like the thing about Neil Blomkamp, if you just got a regular director, I could totally imagine, hey, you want to do a Rocky Top Gun with cars. That's perfectly fine. Neil Blomkamp has this like pseudo political agenda he constantly tries to put in every one of his movies that the rich suck. And that's every one of his fucking movies that the rich are, because you look at it like the District 9, his best movie, is all about basically the immigration of poor evacuation and immigration of poor people, usually poor black people. That's why it's documentary style, because it's supposed to emphasize even shot for shot some of the shit they used to do back in the day, or currently still doing. You have Elysium, which is all about white people emigrating to fucking space because the Earth sucks and people trying to fucking get inside. You have Chappie, which I don't know what the fuck that's about because I fucking said whatever. But like he always has this essentially pseudo political, the rich suck. He's not really the kind of person I would expect to do something with Formula Racing, because even if you want to take like, oh, they want to add a little bit more story, I'm like, what's this really going to be about? Are they driving in a dystopian nightmare or some stupid shit?
Yeah, I don't even know. And I just called Elite Eli in the chat. What the hell? But Brightburn, he says, I come to enjoy watching the Tony Scott film Enemy of the State. I think it's probably Will Smith's best film outside the original Men in Black and Pursuit of Happiness. Would you recommend any Tony Scott films to me besides Enemy of the State or Top Gun? Fuck, so I'm going to look him up, actually. I'm curious, because maybe there is something in there that I would probably say. But, like, have you seen Enemy of the State?
I've not seen Enemy of the State, but I've seen the original Top Gun, actually, very recently, right before I saw the most recent one. It's still a really good movie. It is so much of its time, but it definitely knows how to keep it scene tense. And my guess is if Enemy of the State's anyway, it's very pro-U.S. military.
Yeah. Let me see. So I'm going to go over here, go into this directing area. Let's go ahead and pull this up in the browser. I gotta tell you, I don't know. Oh, Man on Fire. That was incredible. I love Man on Fire.
Oh, that's with Vin Diesel. Jesus fucking Christ. Denzel Washington.
How the fuck did you?
I don't fucking know, but Diesel's been on my mind a lot recently.
Revenge. Oh, shit. So this movie right here is actually...
Never heard of it.
So I have a couple things to say about this, and they might be a little weird. So, when you're a little kid, you don't know what porn is. There's a scene that stuck to me. Okay, for one, she is gorgeous as fuck.
Is that just fingering caviar?
Wait, what? What?
That dude just double fingered into caviar in the most like weird erotic way I've ever seen.
No, see, that's the thing. This movie is really, really oddly erotic. So that guy, he's married to the girl that's like, I don't even know what the fuck her name is. Let me see. Let me pair some best and talking. I'm gonna.
You just hear her IMDb. Gorgeous woman. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Madeline Stowe, which I don't know anything she's ever
is.
been in. Yeah, I don't know shit about anything. Oh, she's in 12 Monkeys. Okay.
Oh man, The General's Daughter. That movie fucking sucked.
I heard a lot about that being good too. What the fuck?
From who? That movie is terrible.
Commercials.
That's fair.
Ebert sucked each other's dicks. I mean, gave a thumbs up. Anyways,
Yeah.
So
yeah, look at that shit.
Guys, like, oh yeah, you want that?
And he like, cuts to her too, going, "You're next."
Yeah, no, she was next. So there's this really awesome scene. Because he's supposed to Kevin Costner, he's supposed to protect her, and she's married to this guy who's like, "Don't you fuck with my wife? That's my pussy." And the thing is like he's driving her down like this desert road. I think they're actually in Arizona, and she just can't help but just being there with a younger guy because she's so sick of that wrinkled penis. So Kevin Costner, as you can tell, he's over there wiping himself. I'm so
yeah, I was about to say, what the fuck's his name? That's Jonathan Kent there.
yeah. The director Tony Scott really wanted to fuck Kevin Costner, I guess, in this. God, I'm so glad that fucking Brightburn brought this director up because I never gonna be able to tell this story anywhere else. Anyways, so the movie, there's a scene where she just can't fucking control herself anymore, and she gets on top of him, and he fucks her like on the steering wheel while they're driving. I haven't seen that. Like, that's some Fast and Furious type shit where he's like fucking her, like they're going over like the bumpy road, or whatever, because there's rocks everywhere, because it's in the desert, and she's like, and there's
that man's lazy as fuck. He's like, I'll let nature fuck her. That's some lazy ass shit.
But she was so hot, dude. And I was a little kid, like I was like only 7 when I saw this. And I think I hit puberty kind of like too early for my body. Like,
barely during the runtime of this movie.
Well, because there's like a lot of things that I started like having like feelings for, like sexually, but like I didn't know what to do. I was like, I want to touch it, like whatever. Fuck, I don't know what the fuck my deal was.
Yeah.
So the thing is seeing this movie, I thought that scene was so hot. But what was weird is like I was so lost in my own like thinking it was a hot thing, and I didn't realize how bad that movie sucked. And my dad kept fucking watching it over and over again. And one day, I was like 10 years old, and I finally just got the balls to be like, "Hey, dude, are you some kind of pervert? Why the fuck are you watching that?" And he's like, "'Cause she's fucking hot, and it's a fucking badass movie." And then so we're watching together. I finally, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna ignore that sex scene. I'm gonna watch the rest of this movie. It was the cheesiest shit ever, and I think my dad was trying to think that he was Kevin Costner because he had like this weird. You know how you say I have a crush on Stone Cold Steve Austin and shit like that?
I know you do.
Okay, well, tomato, tomato. You know what I mean? But my dad had that with Kevin Costner in this movie. Not this is Yellowstone now.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, what the fuck happened?
Yeah. The movie didn't just automatically get amazing all of a sudden.
I was like, I recognize that guy. He was in fucking. He was in Interstellar. I'm like, wow, he's really good for his age. Holy shit.
Yeah. No, but damn, like IMDb, like you didn't even.
What the fuck is this autoplay bullshit?
Yeah, like I'm just gonna watch trailers all day. IMDb, like, come on, guys.
Fucking YouTube goddamn player they have there.
Yeah. But no, so I always thought that was kind of weird. But also, it was like the first time that I started noticing my dad was like watching these '80s guys, trying to like I guess when some people watch it, they're like, "I'm him." Like I relate to him.
Yeah.
I'm that guy. So, like Kevin Costner in this movie, and then also like Rocky, like because my dad used to be a boxer, and I can tell he would get like almost emotional with like Rocky's like, "I did it, I did it." And I'm just like, wow, like what a fucking nerd. Like, like he's making fun of me watching cartoons or fucking being into video games, but he's over there like, oh yeah, Kevin Costner, he's so bad the way he fucks around the steering wheel. It's like, bitch. Like, anyways. So sorry about that rant, but yeah, dude, Revenge is a movie that people don't talk about a lot. It's a really awful B movie, but I strongly suggest you guys watch that for just laughing at the 80s-isms because it's 1990. So there's a lot of shit that's being carried over from the 80s. I mean, 90s didn't become 90s till like 93. You know what I mean? Like all those things that you remember the 90s for didn't happen.
Oh yeah, everything we remember the 90s is about like maybe 3 years max.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, but dude, but Tony Scott though, man, like I kind of like this guy's like Man on Fire was amazing, dude.
Yeah, I just don't understand this. I never understood people's love affair with Kevin Costner. He's the most boring person ever. Every movie I've ever seen him with, he's just like, yeah, I'm here and I'm just doing stuff. Hi, I'm Jonathan Kent and I'm running with wolves, or no, dancing with wolves, or whatever the fuck that movie's called. Like, he has the same cadence in every fucking movie. I've never seen Kevin Costner go, wow, that's a difference. He's the same person in every fucking movie.
But it's the writing that really makes things really cool. Like with Man on Fire, the trailer kind of shows it off like this is gonna be a big action-packed, holy shit, craziness. Really, it's not. It doesn't really go like over any kind of octaves here. It's kind of like it just finds its like.
Topical.
Nice
they're doing an Equalizer 3 for some fucking reason, and Dakota Fanning's in it.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I saw the news like yesterday or early today.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they already made one bad Equalizer movie. I don't know if the second one's any good, and they're gonna finish out the trilogy by making another shitty one.
Yeah, dude. Look at this right here. Dakota Fanning reunites with Man on Fire co-star doesn't watch Sony's equal. By the way, that's 2 stories so far about Sony, guys. Uh-oh. Gran Turismo and fucking this.
Oh, bro, they're trying their best. Like, look, man, we gotta fucking get some movies out there. We're eating alive, man.
Not gonna talk shit because she is obviously beautiful or whatever. But does it not look like she kind of like skipped about a whole like 2 decades into her age? She
I
was a
don't
little
fucking
girl
know,
and then she became Meryl
dude.
Streep.
I do not know how old she is. I'm keeping it that way. I'm just gonna be. You know what? You keep acting.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm telling you, I'll be the asshole. She looks like fucking like Meryl Streep's like homie.
Oh God, you're right.
Doesn't
Holy
she?
shit. Yeah, kind of. Except
Yeah.
that, yeah, yeah. Just get some prosthetics. You should probably play a younger Meryl Streep.
Yeah, like maybe they can make like a remake of The River Wild. They call it The River Miles or
She's
something.
28.
Yeah, like well, dude, she was a little girl just 16 years ago.
I know, but like to me, it's weird. Her Ariana Grande and Haley Steinfeld are perpetually 12 to me.
Oh, Ariana Grande continues to try to look young. Like she looks like a little girl all the time to me. I can't.
Yeah, I know, but like to me, it's like I don't. That woman could be like older than I am. I still think she's like 15. Like she'll never age. Same thing with Haley Steinfeld. That's like, why do you keep sexualizing this? Oh, she's like 25, but like still,
Yeah.
her and Zendaya, like these young ass girls that always constantly play teenagers, but Hollywood feels the constant need to overly sexualize them because Hollywood's just full of pedophiles.
Yeah, well, I mean, still, I mean, they're beautiful women. So maybe it's just because we remember them when they were kids. Because like another one that made me feel really, really weird, dude. Because she is obviously super beautiful too. But Noelle Foley, she's Mick Foley's one of my favorite wrestlers.
Okay.
She's or she is his daughter. So the thing is, though, is I almost feel like she's my like niece or something because there's this movie, and I actually want you to watch this, and I want Jett to watch this too. It's called Beyond the Mat. It's basically this cameraman who just follows wrestlers through their lives and how fucking horrible wrestling is backstage.
Yep.
And this girl, Noelle Foley, she's only like 3 years old or 4 years old. And I remember that vividly. I remember like her, like some of her first words, like in the fucking documentary. So to see her now, a big story that happened last week. And oh, we're gonna talk about wrestling big time tonight. There's another big story that's happening.
Yeah.
But Noelle Foley, she just made OnlyFans because apparently she has some issue going on with like she can't see or something, and
Ooh.
yeah, something pretty awful. Which wow, that makes it really sexy. I can't wait to jerk off about her fucking medical issues. Like Jesus Christ, you just ruined the fun there. But
Hey, look, people are into weird shit, man.
yeah, but Jesus, don't die now. But yeah, for me, and there's comments like talking about that, and all the comments like, no, I remember her as a little girl. Like, no OnlyFans, don't do this. Like, make it GoFundMe. We'll give you money. Just don't take your clothes off. You're still like
Yeah.
little Noelle. So
Well,
yeah,
I'll go. What's Matilda Mara Wilson? She's fucking older than I am, but like, I'm never gonna see her as anything but Matilda.
yeah.
Like, I'm glad she got out.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, go ahead. I taught.
No, I'm just saying, I'm glad she got out of the acting. But that's sure she does still does theater and stuff. Like, I'm glad they got out when fucking going is good because kid actors have a bad fucking time, you know.
Yeah, man. And Selena Gomez is almost 30. She still has a bit of a baby face. Yeah, for sure. Selena Gomez, by the way, like I didn't remember anything about her because I never watched anything that she was on or whatever. I just knew of her as Justin Bieber's girlfriend. So when she became like 21 or 22, I was like, oh yeah, she's pretty. Like I didn't feel anything about that. But then Ariana Grande, I'm like, that's kind of weird. But people are like, they look not that different in age. Like, so what? You
They're
just pick
about
and
the
choose
same. I never really followed Selena Gomez's acting career except for Wizards of Waverly Place, which is a pretty
or have a
fun
Barney
show.
Friends.
She's on
He was a
Barney
little
and
girl
Friends?
in Barney and Friends. Yeah.
Oh shit! I was fucking a little kid watching that fucking show. I would not be able to pick her out of a lineup.
Yeah. Dude.
But I mostly followed her music career, and you could tell from like the whole Disney starlet to I want to be an adult type shit, which happens a lot in the music industry because I'm not sure what's the worst industry, the music or Hollywood as far as an industry
Music,
for anybody. Yeah, honestly, it depends. It goes back and forth with me sometimes. I love talking shit about the music industry, and I hope that entire fucking industry burns. But it's just again the over sexualization of any women and all in both fucking industries is always something that's fucking disgusting to me. Like every fucking movie always has to be like, okay, I'm 95% sure the only reason nude scenes exist in movies so that directors can see women naked.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, dude, there's even like horror movie people have actually admitted to that. They're like, yeah, like we have these scenes in there because man, aren't we love our job? Get naked, and it's not that we don't use the footage. They're just out there in the cold, naked, getting fucking what's that hyperthermia or whatever the fuck?
Yeah, hypothermia.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like it's weird. You don't see as many. It's weird in maybe because there's not as many R-rated movies coming out nowadays. But you don't see as many sex scenes in media as you used to. Like Game of Thrones fucking said, we'll take it all. We'll take every single fucking thing, every episode.
You know what it
Dicks
is, though?
everywhere.
Women are starting to say fuck that because in Euphoria they had an interview in the last season asking like, hey, so what do you guys feel about all these crazy sex scenes being these kid characters? And they're like, well, Jessica didn't do it. She's like, fuck that. And there's other person didn't do it. And then there's one actress who was doing that a lot in the first season, and when her character became popular, she was like, yeah, no more of that shit. I'm not doing any of it now.
Okay,
So I appreciate that
good.
because the director was like, well, I'm not gonna get canceled for saying, no, you better take your clothes off, bitch. Show me your pussy. He was just like, you know what? Sure, yeah, I can tell a story without you guys' clothes being off for sure.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's almost like we've been telling stories for thousands of years about people taking their clothes off. But it's like to me, it's like when I start seeing this, I'm like, okay, like fuck, can we just move the fuck on? Like I'm not saying, oh, there's never a good time, but for the most part, I feel like it's just like so the director could just see a bunch of people fucking. It's like there's. I remember growing up going on, why the fuck is the sex scene going on? I can't skip because it's a fucking VHS or watching or whatever the fuck. Nowadays, yeah, you don't really see that as often unless you get like hardcore sex comedies and really again, when's the last time you really saw one of those?
Exactly. I gotta tell you, that's kind of funny. It
But
says while the plot is being kept under wraps, the film is the third film in the Equalizer series. By the way, kept under wraps. Are they afraid they're gonna spoil something for us? Like,
it's an Equalizer
I
movie.
think
What
he
the fuck?
equalizes someone. Maybe he
Oh,
goes out with a gun and goes,
okay, fine. You know what? We're right to plot the movie right goddamn now.
okay.
Ella, Dakota Fanning, she is like the fucking daughter of some business dude that's a friend of his.
Mm-hmm.
Gets captured by some rival drug gang because he's like, getting fucking Russian mob money to support his fucking business, and he has to go equalize him.
I can see that. You know what I'm gonna say though, because she's older.
What?
I say Dakota Fanning is actually the bad guy in this one. I think what happens is she gets into a lift, and then because he works for Lyft, that's the big thing. I wonder if
Oh
Lyft paid him a lot of
yeah.
money or Lyft made a lot of money. I don't know, but I think she gets in the back of the seat, and then he hears her conversation. Usually, the women are always damsels in distress. So, oh, I'm gonna go to this one guy's penthouse and get
Oh.
slapped. But in this one, they switch around where he overhears her going, "Yes, chop his dick off" or something, and he's like, "Huh? What are
No,
you
no,
gonna
no.
do
You
right
know what
now?"
would be better? It's too smart for them. She says all that shit because she knows him. She's like, oh, he beat me, whatever the fuck. But turns out she's going to use him to take down a rival gang. And
Oh,
she uses his
yes.
sensibility. The problem is it's way too smart for the movie, so it's never going to fucking
But
happen.
would that be so
But
fucking good? That would be amazing.
yeah,
I would
because she
love that.
comes in, makeup smeared. She fucking, looks like she got beat. Going, just get me home. It's like, what happened? Because he'll stop the car and be like, hey, what the fuck happened? Because that's how Equalizer One basically starts. Like he hears over here some dude talking shit. He goes and beats him up with a credit card.
Yeah. By the way, yeah. So reference says, I remember seeing Dora Bitch or Birch
Yeah,
Bitch.
as Harrison Ford's daughter in Patriots game. Then she
Am
grew
I
up and
saying an
started a film called.
R? Yeah, yeah. It's a Birch.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's look. Just remember the lessons.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck you. Harrison Ford's daughter in Patriot Games. Then she grew up. Patriot Games sounds like some awfulness. Like that's a title
I
for a movie sounds. I never heard something so fucking boring.
well, it's like the Air Force One type shit. It's like around the time where it's like he's either the president or some like it's I don't know. I feel like we can figure out into once we read the description. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. But it's around that overly militarized '90s Harrison Ford shit.
Elite says, does anyone remember The Professional? Yes, I do. Leon Professional. That movie was going to be way more
That
pedophilic
movie
than it
is
already
all
was.
right.
Yeah, like that. So Natalie Portman plays a character who's like really,
Oh
really
yeah.
young in it. I believe like her character's 13, or was she actually
Oh,
13?
she's both dudes. Her character's young as shit, and she's young as hell.
Yeah, and I already felt kind of weird. Like I felt like her and the character were falling in love, but I was like, maybe that's just me being a pervert. I'll stop. Like whatever. But then it turns out that the director had a whole like falling out with the actor who plays Leon the Professional because he was like, yeah, like I'm gonna need you to like, I'm gonna write a storyline like you two actually do fall in love. It's a romantic story. And the guy who plays Leon Professional, I forgot his name. It's a French dude, but he was like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
fucking John Reno, right?
yeah. Something like that. He's been in a bunch of stuff. He's in your favorite fucking Godzilla movie.
Yep, and he's in Ronin, which is a big
Yeah.
deal, and a lot of stuff.
The thing is, I never really, I mean, obviously, what the director and writer want to do, clearly they had a discussion and falling out. I've always felt as a father daughter situation. She never had a real father, and he never had a real daughter. But I always hated her in that movie because I felt like she was a fucking idiot. And don't take a house plant and plant it outside under a tree. That plant is dead. It always bothered me. It always bothered me.
Jean Reno, thank you. Reno.
Jean Renew. You gotta go the extra French.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
Yeah, I know.
um,
Dude, he's like the Frenchiest French person in fucking Hollywood in that fucking Godzilla movie, man. They're
I
like
love
fucking
that too.
drinking cafe. This is what we call that as they're smoking cigarettes.
No, but you know what I liked about that more so than anything else is essentially
What?
like when he makes fun of. Wow, I got dark here. Jesus Christ. You see that dude? I got a 10 in 2 seconds. Holy shit.
He was a wonderful podcast until he wasn't.
But yeah, dude. So the thing is he actually makes fun of Americans and he chooses Elvis for some reason. They're just like hey, I got this. I got this. And then the dude's like, hey, like, are you from here? He's like, oh, yeah, oh, thank you very much. Oh, the Lord. I'm like, is that like a dated reference for 1998 that you guys made a fucking Elvis reference?
Yeah, Elvis. When the fuck did he die in the 70s?
Yeah, I believe, or at least 80s. Like,
I mean,
fucking
you
right.
either like it depends. When you make fun of Americans, you either go Clint Eastwood, Elvis, or fucking who's that racist cowboy? The other one, not Clint
Yeah, the
Eastwood,
other one,
John Wayne.
John
John
Wayne.
Wayne. Yeah, you go with John Wayne fucking reference.
Yeah, John
Especially
Wayne
around that
Gacy.
time. I think they're different people, but I don't have enough evidence to argue.
So I gotta get mad at Jett for something now. Jett. So I consider you not only just because you're really fucking gorgeous, and
Well,
you know,
fuck
you're
you.
young and everything too. Thank you.
Had to get that out there since you said you were mad at me, and I don't actually know for what.
Well, you're about to find out. But, you know, I feel like the things that are trending or the things that are cool nowadays are things that people like me had to strive to be, so I can like, you know, be within like the cool crew and know what the fuck's going on and what's hip. Is I gotta follow people like you. And something that you've been into that I always felt like was weird, but then sometimes I see in our chat that's not so weird. But you like your musicals, quite a bit. And I'm like, wow, like I thought you were like really cool and shit, but then you're into something as lame as that. But apparently it's not so lame because your fucking bullshit musical love is apparently affecting the shit that I like. Because Joker 2 apparently is going to be a fucking musical with Lady Goddamn Gaga in this motherfucker. And I'm like, why the fuck is this happening? Jett, explain to me. Like, do you think that this is a joke, by the way, or do you feel like this would even work? What are your thoughts? And you are to blame.
Also, thanks for the biddies, by the way.
Yeah, I think sorry, I was yelling.
I know you're about to go in and basically yell at me for no reason.
Yeah, but Jevin the Good, Jevin Good, I really appreciate the dude, seriously, so much. But allow me to abuse this girl verbally on stream. I'm
oh boy,
go off. No, I'm playing. Of course that's not gonna happen. I'm fucking scared of her. But Jett, your thoughts? And Obamas.
Well, I do like musicals. This will not bring me in to watch this movie. I will not. They tried it though. They definitely tried it, but I'm
you don't want to watch A Star Is Born too?
Oh yeah.
No.
Well, because I like Lady Gaga. Like, what are your thoughts about Lady Gaga? And like, do you feel like that Lady Gaga shouldn't even be doing any DC shit, Jett, or no?
I mean, I don't have any feelings on her one way or the other. Honestly, she is very much off my radar. I don't really
don't
think
you
about her.
Like one of the main reasons why the Gucci thing was okay.
I liked her character and all, but I'm not gonna be like, man, I gotta see everything she's in. I gotta follow. I gotta listen to all her fucking music. Like, no, like.
Hey, stop calling me out.
No, damn,
yeah, I know.
Whoa. Did you see how his shit got like dark? Yeah, what's up with that?
Oh, my webcam might be fucking up. Sorry.
Yeah, okay, it's all good. I'm almost scared. I'm like, oh no, like the police got him.
Not again.
Like there's other musicals that I need that definitely need my attention more than Joker 2 Electric Boogaloo, such as Matilda.
Matilda's not a musical.
Yeah. There's a couple scenes they have, like some scenes.
No, you guys must not heard the news.
What?
Matilda's coming back?
Matilda's going to be a musical.
I mean, I could see it becoming a musical. My favorite.
Oh my god, there's gonna be one in 2022. Can you guys make up your own fucking shit?
Look,
god
as long as Mara Wilson doesn't come back, I don't care.
2022. Oh god.
Is it Disney Plus? Who is it? Who's making it?
I don't even know.
That guy, that image, dude. That image. He looks sad, like he just got arrested. Like, go back to
it's also going to be released on Netflix, so watch it day one. Nice.
Yeah, no. No, we won't.
Can someone please just be creative in 2022? Fucking, this is the worst generation.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like, look, Matilda, honestly, it's one of those stories where I actually think it being a musical can actually work.
It could.
Oh, Corey's calling me. God, can anyone please fucking tell this motherfucker? No, it's fine. All right, guys.
You could do it.
I don't want to. I'm scared. All right, I'll be right back.
You should be scared. What the fuck?
Tell them what you think about Matilda.
I mean, it's one of my favorite movies as a kid. It spoke to me a lot, especially with the fucking family issues and just being neglected a lot. And I was like, I wish I had telekinetic powers. That would make me slightly less lonely. But just seeing the kid just kind of going through the shit and just always having a positive disposition. That really kind of spoke to me as a kid because you always see a lot of stuff where it's like anytime bad things happen to a kid, they always have to be turn out miserable or psychotic. But it's like, no, what if they kind of had a sunny disposition, even though things are going bad, and tried their best to keep a positive attitude? So I really just enjoyed that. And honestly, the backstory is almost as good as the actual movie itself, with Danny DeVito actually like raising Mara Wilson because like some shit happened with her parents, and he actually was her foster dad for like I don't know how long, but like yeah, just the fact that it's like he actually cared about her as a person as well as an actress, like yeah, the backstory is as heartwarming as the actual movie. I fucking love the shit out of the movie.
Yeah, but Roald Dahl, apparently someone said that half his stories have been adapted into musicals, Willy Wonka, James and Giant Peach, etc. So okay, it is what it is.
James and the
Slayer,
Giant Peach, yeah, you can do that.
yeah, Slayer says if you want originally watch A24. Oh no, I've tried to, and they
No,
are original, but they're originally fucking stupid. Like I fucking hate.
if you want originality, watch A24. No, if you want like a third of a movie half the time, watch A24.
Yeah.
No, also yeah, they're actually it's a trailer out for the Matilda musical.
And look at this face.
That.
This is the face right here that doesn't give a fuck.
Well, you're gonna be watching it, so I don't know why you act like that.
It feels like you care too much because you're getting really
no,
mad.
because I like the original Matilda, but it's like, goddamn, like, do you guys really have to fucking steal that? And then, like, you're gonna make that a musical, make it even less watchable? Like, Jesus fucking Christ! Like the original, and there was like a scene where they do like dance. I remember there was like one musical scene.
Oh, there are musical numbers in the movie.
Yeah.
Like with the first time she gets telekinesis and there's all that shit going around,
Yep,
and she's dancing to that. But it's not really a musical. When I think of musical, I think of High School Musical, where it's a random bullshit plot, but every now and then the whole world starts dancing and singing along.
Don't forget, we gotta watch that.
Oh God, I did forget. I legitimately forgot. But to bring it back to Joker 2, I can't let say this. Like, I think musicals are trash. Like, I fucking hate musicals. I grew up on the Disney shit, and even that tried my patience sometimes. But to me, I fucking hated musicals because the idea of like everyone singing and dancing, but no one seems to realize we're singing and dancing, to me is ridiculous. But when you look at Joker 1 and the discussions people have in the background of whether or not the movie's actually happening or it's in his head, because like that was always the thing me and Nick when we did the fucking review. Like, I still think I don't think the ending of the movie actually happened.
Yeah,
I think
I kind of see your point now too. At first, I didn't see your point too much, but now I kind of do.
You know, like you discuss it, like what happened, and obviously you go watch our review if you want to go deep in that, or maybe we could talk about it leading up to this movie. But like the thing about musicals is, yeah, the world doesn't realize it's happening. Go watch fucking Rent for fuck's sake. They sing a woman out of a goddamn heroin overdose, but like there's no reality.
That movie's so great.
It's so fucking terrible. But when you have a character like the Joker, who, especially if they keep Joaquin Phoenix, a character that basically is just imagining all this shit, we don't know what's real, what's not. It kind of fits into what a musical could be. Like him dancing down the steps. Imagine that was a musical number. Him running from the cops could be like the ending of the musical number, where he thinks he's top of the world. Oh shit, it's in real life. Let's fucking run. Like I don't know if Todd Phillips can direct a fucking musical. That's probably why I got Lady.
Saying this, I hope Mauricio's watching, or he watches this in the VOD. But what they need to do a Joker. Oh, and Jett's gonna love this. What they need to do a Joker is do what they did with that fucking music movie, with that little girl who was mentally ill. Her name's Music.
Oh, I didn't see the movie now.
Yeah, well, they had this thing where like she's crazy. Well, she's not crazy; she's mentally ill. But there's no way to.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to be like insulting about it, but like the movie's like, oh, and she licks like the bottom of fucking seats, like just whatever you can put on her that insulting to mentally ill people. But the thing is, though, is like when she goes into her weird like mental space, whatever. There's these really really good songs playing. And she's not really telling any stories with anything. It's all like disconnected from the story. But imagine if like you can actually have it somewhat connected to the story with Joker, and have all the songs be like crazy songs that have him and like Harley Quinn, aka Lady Gaga, like being in love or whatever, and then him seeing Batman. So you get your Batman with Joaquin Phoenix, but it's not like canon Batman because he's crazy. You don't know what's going on in his head.
That's what I'm thinking too. Like they can easily just incorporate the madness into the into the songs, and it would work within that. My only thing is that like, I don't see them. It's weird because I remember the movie ended. I'm like, that's a good movie that I don't see them. If they ever do a sequel, I don't see them using Joaquin Phoenix. I see them using somebody else. But the idea that they're going to bring it back, it's like, I don't really know what story to tell. But then at the end of the day, I talked the most shit when I saw the trailer for Joker. I was like, this is just a fucking movie they threw Joker on just because there's no way Todd Phillips could have made the movie. And he literally fucking said that as much. And I was like, this is a fucking piece of shit. I don't give a fuck. I watched him like, that was one of my favorite movies that fucking year. Because again, it actually had really good writing and a lot of effort behind it. My guess is like, because I don't know if Todd Phillips, I was going to say Tony Phillips, if Todd Phillips knows anything about musicals, my guess is that's why he got Lady Gaga on board, because one, she basically can always get into interesting designs and makeup and shit like that. That's what she started off her career as. And with The Star is Born and just her musical prowess anyway, it's like, yeah, she probably is going to be executive producing this whole fucking movie. So she's like, fuck it, I want to co-star so that I could get some more music out. Because like, yeah, Star is Born is their like biggest fucking movie ever.
Yeah. So we'll have to see. And I'm looking at this trailer, by the way. This is from Matilda. And Jett, you can't tell me, Jett, that you want to actually see this.
Bro, I saw that fucking scene. I was like, is that Demigorgon about to chase those girls? I was like, damn, what a shot.
Yeah, like this is too like produced.
This looks fucking awful.
This looks awful, man.
This looks like a shitty Disney. Oh
my
yo.
God.
Okay, look, this looks like it's shitty Disney fucking whatever. I don't give a shit. Dude, the fat kid that ate the whole fucking cake, man.
Yes.
That kid's a hero.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that guy's a fat fuck. Like,
No. He's a hero because he eats the cake and he gets like ostracized by the whole school. And he goes, "Well, fucking eat the whole thing," and he just goes to town.
No shame at all, dude.
I will say, I don't think it looks like a Disney. I literally think it looks like a movie they would actually put in theaters. I think that's how it looks like it's filmed.
That looks like a piece of shit. It looks like art.
See, and the thing is, like, now I'm at a situation where every time I fucking believe what something Jett says, I look like an idiot. I'm not believing it this time. You're not gonna fucking get me with this, Jett. I don't believe you. This looks like shit, and you know it looks like shit, and you're trying to fuck with me.
You're judging it based on like a couple seconds from parts they meant to be exaggerated, because in musicals you have to be like exaggerating.
Yeah. That's why we hate musicals.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to see this on my.
Yeah, Alan, you exaggerate literally all the goddamn time.
Yeah, but no one's paying me or even wants to listen to me.
Damn. Well, now we're gonna get very, very dark.
All right, that was a self-serve. I didn't say nothing.
Hey, I gotta do it first before one of y'all does it.
As a self-serve, I love that. That's actually
That's it, fucking right.
But no, dude, like I'm just because I exaggerate too, and I like exaggerated things. I like horror movies; they're all exaggerated.
Exaggerated chat attack.
Yeah.
Like, how do you think backup dancers like do what they do? Like, do you think they're just
they're
just going on
talented.
TikTok?
Dude, there's like that 12-year-old that's snapping down the hall. Like, come on, what is this, Grease?
Yeah,
you gotta
thank you.
do
West
that.
Side Story.
You know?
Fuck, man.
You're supposed to exaggerate your movements when you dance, especially if you're doing backups, because the thing is, you can't just do like TikTok dance where you just kind of stand there just being all stiff as fuck. You gotta fucking move. You literally
You
have to show that you're
overestimate
fucking
how
crazy.
shitty these movies can get.
I've
At
seen
least
a
they're not
lot of
making
them.
Venom 3 a musical. Not yet. Not yet.
I watched a lot of backup dancers and stuff like that. I know what they have to do. They have to be like that. You can't be stiff when you're doing. You can't be stiff when you're doing a musical.
No, I get that, but that doesn't mean we have to sit there and be like, oh yeah, this movie's gonna be fine as a result. Like, no, musicals always have that like stage plays, sure, because you're supposed to be fucking extra when people are in the audience, because that's why they're there. When they go to the theaters, it's just like, okay, we're gonna basically have these kids being, and then the lesson plan, and then break into fucking dance and go right back to their boring shit. It's like,
y'all act like what the fuck? Y'all act like Annie isn't like a very much loved ass film that is. Also
I don't give a shit. People think Endgame is great, and they're fucking wrong there too.
Matthew Warchus is the guy who's directing this.
Worcester sauce?
Sounds like a lot of haterade for musicals for no reason.
So I'm looking at him though. I don't know any of these other things. Like he just 2020 he was
Fargo
like,
for a second.
Yeah, 2020 he was just like, woo, I can just do fucking everything. And it's like, yeah, dude, I don't know if this must have been a thing where like he's getting paid very, very little to do this Matilda thing, because based on any of these, like who the fuck would say, hey, President Laughter, Lunds, Old Vic, all in 1 year of doing all this stuff? You know what? I feel like this guy can really like get the franchise of Matilda.
Well,
really
it's also
Matilda.
Matilda. No one's like, they haven't even made anything like a TV show, a comic, or whatever the fuck.
But everyone knows
since
Matilda,
it came out.
though. Like that's a big part of our childhood.
They do, but our generation does. But like, you find people that were born in 2000s going, "What the fuck's Matilda?" Like that movie came out in what the fuck did that movie come out?
Like
Somebody
1998?
Yeah, that was 98, bro. Like
something.
it's early 90s. So
Matilda still plays a lot on a lot of different channels.
Yeah,
true,
that's
but
yeah.
It's not like necessarily a big IP that they got a big person. They're probably like, "Hey, fuck it. You want to make this movie for fucking $15 million? Fuck it. You know, here, put it on fucking Netflix." Because again, if that
Danny DeVito directed this, what the fuck?
Yeah, he directed it, and dude, Danny DeVito. I thought you called him Danny DeVito for a second. Holy shit.
Well, I probably did. I'm hungry as fuck.
But yeah, he directed the movie, and he was her foster father for like a while after the movie.
He directed a bunch of shit. Look at that: Duplex, Hoffa, Death to Smoochie. Why does no one talk about Danny DeVito as a director?
I do not know.
Or just like, yeah, they do. You just don't pay attention.
Yeah, that too. But yeah, like I said, like no one's really done or even like really thought of the movie in such a long time. So it's like it's a small IP. This movie's probably 15-20 million at most, and that it going to theaters, it would have failed because like, what the fuck's Matilda on fucking Netflix? Put that shit front page day one, man. That'll make us money.
Brightburn says you guys like Wizard of Oz though, and that's a musical. I fucking don't.
What?
The fuck did I ever say?
When
that
the
shit?
fuck did I say?
I like Wizard of Oz. And
Wizard of Oz is a musical?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. How the fuck? Yeah, it is.
I mean, I know it's like a state. I never really, honestly, I never really considered it a musical.
But I'm
it definitely somewhere over the rainbow.
Like, I'm not
Yellow
musical
Brick Road?
numbers, but like I would never sit there and be like, oh, it's a musical. I'd be like, oh, no, it's a stage play.
They got like 5 songs in there.
It's like, yeah, but it's like telling me fucking Willy Wonka's a musical.
It is. Jesus.
Really?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay. I mean, yeah, but it's like telling me Rent's a musical. Okay, that one I'm kidding. That one I'm kidding. That one I'm fucking with. No, legitimately, I just. She knows I'm fucking with it, but yeah, I legitimately was like, I just never thought of those as musicals. Most of them are really well told, well written.
You know what else are musicals?
What?
Songs.
Renaissance Disney movies.
Yeah, that I grew up on and eventually grew to hate. Not necessarily the Renaissance movie, but after a while, I'm like, why does every fucking movie have 18 fucking dance numbers? Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, no, that's pretty frustrating.
I fucking love Hercules. I love everything about that fucking movie. But like, I don't need to have every fucking movie that make character fucking sing all the goddamn time.
I'm with you.
I do, because those songs slapped, and I still listen to all those songs to
Yeah?
this day. So I mean, then that means I get credit. If I'm still listening to those songs to these days, then they definitely should have been in there.
Thing is, though, guys, is we're actually gonna probably get going because Corey's now on. I just looked it up right now, so that's what I was kind of waiting for. And yeah, I'm noticing most of our people are probably already left and everything, and I want you guys to enjoy your DT because, boy, oh boy, this week has been very, very long shows, very, very late shows. So yeah, I want you guys to enjoy this. But we'll talk more about Joker 2 as we get closer to it. I might review Joker 2019 again at some point because
I join you on that just because, especially honestly, only just for the spoiler discussion of just like how much of that movie actually happened. Because I really think like a good 2/3 of that movie is all in his head.
Yeah, so we'll probably talk about that eventually. But for now, guys, we're going to get the fuck out of here. I'm probably going to be back tomorrow for a pre-show to the 8-Bit Crumbs. I usually do not do that, but tomorrow I want to come in and at least do one review. I didn't get a chance to do a bit bounty or whatever today because my day has been fucking nuts, as well as yesterday, really, really bad. So I want to be able to do that, and then after tomorrow, I will see you guys again on Sunday, which, we'll talk about what we're going to be reviewing then too. Probably some Star Wars stuff. Maybe Boys again. I want to be able to do one Boys episode instead of like 4 because that was fucking crazy.
Yeah, we got to catch up on Kenobi as well. Kenobi just literally episode 5 dropped, and it's probably one of my favorite ones.
Yeah. But that being said, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Follow Ganja Guru over there on Twitter. Red Ganja Guru is where you can find him, and then follow Alan over there at twitch.tv/.
So speaking of which, either tomorrow or Friday, I will be starting to stream again. I finally figured out how work's going to work out, so I'm going to basically. I just want to need to get my tech back up. That's probably why I'm not saying tomorrow because I might not be able to get it up tomorrow. That's what she said. But Friday for sure I will be streaming. So if you guys are curious to hear my shit again, be sure to check that in the next couple of days.
Dude, I'm gonna clip that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clip that.
We'll put it right beside all of your fuck ups this week.
Yeah. Anyways, I hope you get it up, man. I really do. With that said. All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Go home.
Yeah, get out of here. Fuck off. I would actually like to do that. I would love to just be like, guys, fuck off. We hate you.
You say that anyway.
I don't. I'm a nice guy.
You start the show off like that.
That's just the end of Paris Bueller's Day Off.
Is that also a musical?
Oh, we're out of here. But bye, people. Big parts.